need to learn to pack.
After the reading we had? Yes.
Yes.
Something warm.
I said, it's your bike, you pack it. And then he says, I can take one t-shirt and a credit card.
Well, that's not bad.
That doesn't take that much room, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. If somebody shows up, we can kind of do that. But my name is Missy. I ride here out of Gail's. I am also the LOH, Ladies of Harley officer here. And I'm also the photographer here. So I take a lot of the pictures that we do on the rides and stuff. And I have cards here somewhere. I can find my purse later. Basically what I'm going to show you is how to pack your bags when you're going on trips. How many of you guys have been on weekend trips? How many of you have been on week-long trips? Okay. You ever noticed you probably packed more than what you really needed, or probably packed stuff that you didn't even end up wearing or using during that trip? This is going to kind of maybe help you cut down on some of the stuff that you're taking unnecessarily, or stuff that maybe that you could probably buy on the road and just say, okay, I don't need it anymore. Or stuff that may be at the hotel that you don't need to pack at all, like hair dryers. I know one lady in our group, she has to have a hair dryer, and she packs hers. How much room are you taking up with that hair dryer, with that extra stuff that you really don't need? So these are some of the different bags that are out there. This is for like on your ultras, your bigger bikes that have the touring packs, they'll sit up there on your bags. If you're a solo rider, then this would probably be a good idea, so that you can use your saddlebags for your rain gears. I know a lot of times when we get places, the first thing we want to do is take off our boots and get into our comfortable shoes, so we always take extra shoes. So, your saddlebags can be used for other stuff versus your clothes. So this is a good bag, and here I've got, this is a duffel bag, or however backpack. Would probably be good for somebody that's a solo rider. You can put it on your luggage rack, or how Jerry was saying, you can turn it around and set it on your seat. So if you don't have a backrest, you could probably use that as a backrest. These are your bigger bags. We even use this when we're going on weekend trips sometimes. As you see, this one is a tea bag. It unzips all the way down. And then as you pack it, you just Velcro back up, and it's got the zippers and everything on the side. This bag here is pretty much like this bag, and it folds in like that too. But it does also come with this extra bag on top that you can store some of your, let's say, toiletries in, and some of your stuff like that, your makeup bags or whatever. Same thing, this has got all kinds of pockets on it for you to fit some extra stuff in. Like anything that you don't want to get all over your clothes. So your toothpastes, your gels, your anything like that. And I'd even pack them in a Ziploc bag. Because you're on the road, they're going to be vibrating, they can unloosen themselves, and you don't want that all over your clothes. So that would be a good thing. And when you're packing, somebody said in the last one that if you go to your dry cleaning place and get the dry cleaning bags they put your clothes in, and put them over your clothes, it'll help keep them from getting wrinkled. Because your clothes are in there, and they're vibrating, and they're moving around. And I always got to the hotel and just figured it was because I was rolling my clothes up that they were so wrinkly. But come to find out it's not. It's because they're moving around, and they're just bunching up and everything. So what I've done is grab some guys' jeans, ladies' jeans, and Jerry said earlier if you pack for 2 days. I packed for 3 days. I packed the bag for 3 days for me and my husband. But I also have that 4th day that I'm wearing. You're always going to stop and buy shirts. You're always going to find something that you want. But if your bag is so full, where are you going to put it when you're buying it? You have the option to ship it home, but in Colorado we bought a shirt for his son. We told him, you know what, just send it home. Just mail it home to us and he can get it. But let me know how much the shipping's going to be. It's going to cost me $17 to ship that shirt home. The shirt was $25, so we just took it with us. So just give me the shirt, he can get it when we get home. So So those are some of your options, and if you're going on weeks, I know a group was going on a 9-day trip, 12-day trip. Your option 2 is to find a hotel in the middle of your trip. Ship your clothes there. Carry so much on you, on your bike, ship the rest there. And call the hotel, notify them that you'll be shipping the package. Just say that when you get there, you take all your dirty clothes, pack them up, go to the post office the day before you leave and ship them home. You've got all sets of new clothes, and you're not carrying that much clothes with you. So those are other options that you can use, and I know Roger does it. He will pack his clothes and ship them up there, and a lot of people are doing that now, so that they don't have to carry all that, and they don't have to limit themselves and wash clothes while they're out. So that's an option as well. But we've learned over the years that if you take your clothes and roll them up, when you're packing your bag the night before, what I did is find my clothes, match them up. This is the outfit I want to wear, and these are the jeans, the shirts, everything. They just lay right in there, and you just roll them up. You put your shirts, your socks, your underwears all in one, and that outfit just became this size. So you're going to be able to fit that outfit in there, and you can fit all the way across. And you've got, and I've grabbed quite a few different sizes of clothes here. You've got the guys' jeans. One thing too, a lot of people do is they pack their clothes for weather here. Pack for where you're going, because it's going to get cold. The temperature may change. We did a trip one year in June, I think, up to Colorado, and it was very cold. The year before this, when we did it, it wasn't that freezing up there. So always pack at least one long sleeve shirt, or one jacket, one light jacket like this, a windbreaker, a hoodie. Pack something that's going to help you keep warmth in there. Or even some people will put on their reindeer jackets. Even though they're not very heavy, they do block a lot of wind and keep you really warm. That would be something to do. And now you've just packed, there's a day's clothes right there, one day. You just pull them out, drop them in the drawer when you get there, and your bag's empty. So, and it depends too on how many trips you're going to go on, what kind of trips you're going on. If you're going on long distance, that's all you do, then maybe a bigger bag like this would be better. So you just, now I always put Mark's clothes on the bottom because they're bigger than mine, but mine will sometimes be able to squeeze right in between a lot of his stuff. So see, you pack, here's 2 days, here's a third day, here's that day, and you're good. And usually we have about this much room left in our bag that's empty. You kind of need to fill that up so that it's not sagging. Anything that you put on top is not pushing your bag in. You don't want the bag half full. You're going to get it where it's going to start caving in and it's going to start messing your bag up. So pack them, make sure that they're full to the top. And like we have this roll bag here, that everything, pretty much all of our toiletries go in here. When I'm on the bike, I have to wear contacts. I have 2 boxes of contacts in here that stay in this bag no matter what. So that if anything ever happens, I have all my stuff here. I can pull out, if you can find this bag anywhere. I know some people were able to find it on eBay.
Were they?
Yeah, some people did find it on eBay. It's a little, probably more costly. I think she said she paid $40 for 2 of them. So it's not too bad, but they are a lifesaver. Because this is all the stuff that would normally be in your bag, taking up room for other things. And like some people use earplugs even if they use a full helmet. One of the guys who said that, it helps muffle a lot more sounds, but it makes it clearer. You can hear things a little bit better. They can hear their radios better. And he also said if you pack a thing of Neosporin and just kind of coat the ends of this a little bit, it won't make your ear raw. So that might be a good thing. Chargers for phones. A lot of us MP3 players. You don't want to get somewhere. Buy an extra charger. At Walmart, they're $15. Buy an extra charger because at the last minute when we're leaving the house in the morning, you can always try to remember, did I grab my phone charger? And you know, and if you leave it, at least you didn't leave your main charger. So that might be a thing to do. And rubber bands. Some of us got long hair, we have to braid it or we have to pull it back, or you just, it's too hot and if you want it off of you, here's a bag of rubber bands that goes with us. I think that's it. But shampoos, conditioners. How many people get those little bottles at the hotel that just does not cover your head and if there's two people there? Or you're sharing a room with somebody. These, Walmart, 89 cents, and I just dump our own shampoo and our own conditioner in them. Your lotions, anything like that that you can make smaller, make it smaller. Because normally this is going to be all in your bag. You have these pockets here, and these pockets on the side. And a lot of them have pockets, like this one has pockets on the side here. So that would help to put all that stuff in there, but if you can get something like this, it's way better because this sits on top of our bag. They're two different bags, they have nothing to do with each other, but the net that Jerry was showing you guys earlier, you just strap it in. It's got hooks on it. You can hook it to here, you can hook it to here, and you can hook it back here. Make sure that it's snug though too, because the vibration on the bike is going to move this around. So make sure that it's tight and you know you get it centered. And when you're putting these on, it's got different levels, like Jerry said, you know, to fit different sissy bars. It can expand, it can go in, it's got different levels here that you can zip up to. So if you have the option to have somebody hold your bike up while you're packing your bag that morning and putting it on your bike, it's better because when your bike's on the kickstand, it's leaning. So you're going to put your bag on and it's going to be leaning. If 5 minutes, you can get your bike up straight if somebody's there to help you. You can put your bag on straight. Make sure that your straps are tight. These straps will take quite a bit of pressure there, and you know you can get them really tight down. But just give the bag a little room, make sure that it's not moving or anything like that. These bags are really great. I mean, you can fit everything in them. Like I said, I normally pack for 3 days a piece, and it works great. I said, since we've gotten this bag, I think this bag has been always about this full. So you can fit all your stuff in it. Your rain gear and everything that you have, put in your saddlebag and put it on the right side of your bike. Because if you get stopped out on the road and you have to put it on, you don't want your rain gear to be on the side of the road. You want it to be over here where you can run down into the ditch or whatever to get away from it, and nobody's spraying you either with the water that's coming from the cars. But if you just roll them up, and you know, like I said, you're going to buy stuff while you're out on the road, so maybe not just pack as much stuff as you normally would. See, since the men's jeans are always longer than the women's, I always pack those at the bottom and then pack my stuff on top. You can even crisscross them and do like that to help it out. But if you roll them, you're going to get a lot more stuff in your bags. And like I said, definitely I would make it a thing to at least take one long sleeve shirt. At least have that. That way, if you know it was nice 8 days out of the 9, you have something that's going to keep you warm. get the clothes as tight as you can get them. And you've got that there. And as you see, there's a little pocket over here that's building up. Your socks. You can put them down in here if you don't want them wrapped up with your jeans or anything that you're going to need, maybe that you need to stand up. Your hair gels, your stuff like that. You can slide them right in here. Or like your swimsuits, your swim shorts, they can go in here. Those ball up really easy and real small. You can put them in there. It's really, I mean, when you go to pack, maybe the week that you're going to leave, just start your checklist. I need this, I need this, I need this. And then when you come down to that night that you're packing, go through it and really look at it. Do I really need that? Am I really going to use that? I took it last time. Did I use it? That would be a good thing so that you're not overpacking. Because one of the ladies, she said, I overpack all the time just for weekend trips. I said, well, that's your thing. You know, everybody's different with the checklist. You know, you're going to have stuff that I'm not going to have. I'm going to have stuff that you're not going to have. So just kind of go through your list when you're looking at it and say, you know, I took this last time. Did it even come out of the bag? Did I even use it or wear it? And that will help you cut down on some of the stuff that you're taking that you know, that you really don't need to. So if you can find a bag like this, though, it would be a great thing. Now, they don't carry it here anymore. Unfortunately, it was a promotional thing, but little hooks, you get to the hotel, they always have those hangers that have the clips on them. Flip it up and you're done. It's out of your way. It's hanging up, though, to where you can easily get to everything that you need. And like I said, anything that you can make smaller, make it smaller because it will benefit you in the long run. And these bags, you can even find, I think, like the makeup bags that they have at Walmart and Target. Those would be perfect, too. Now, we don't have the bunny thing, but this is another thing that we use just to lock this over. And it just clips right in to your clips up here. And it's got clips here in the back. It clips in right up there. And it's done, it's over with. And if you want to get something, all you do is pop the two clips, roll it back, and you can get into your bag very easily. Your pockets up here, put stuff in there that you're going to need, that you're going to have. I know some of the guys, they don't like to ride the bikes with their wallets in their pockets. These would be good spots for those to be in. Your cell phones, your cameras, anything that you're going to need accessible. We went through some of the parks up in Sturgis, and we didn't know that if you paid for one, some of the other ones would take the receipts for them. So you didn't have to pay to get into every park. Well, after we found that out, I found all my receipts and put them up here so that I could get them out and show them, hey, we paid for this park already. So those would be good things to always keep, you know, in some of these pockets that you can, passengers can just reach back and, you know, unzip it and get the whatever they need out of it. But you're going to get more clothes in if you pack them tighter, if you're rolling them. If there's two people, obviously, you know, you're not going to get as much as somebody that's going solo. But if you roll them, you're going to get more days out of your packing than you would if you laid them flat. So that's something to think about. Normally we go on trips and it's always 2 up for us. I've only ridden my bike on one overnight trip, which is a good thing here. If you're going on a trip and you both have your separate bikes, always make sure that you have one set of clothes on your bike. Because if something happens and that person isn't with you, you get to the hotel, you're stuck in the clothes that you've just been riding in all day. So make sure you have a pair of pants, shirts, all your stuff, at least one change of clothes. And I know out there they had some, I'm not sure if they still do, they were almost like little makeup bags, but they're maybe about this size. That would carry your one day of clothes that you would need, so that they're not, you know, rolling loose in your saddlebags. It's like mine are the hard with the buttons on them. Well, I noticed I threw some of my papers in there one day, and it had rained. It leaked in that saddlebag, so the papers got wet. So I would definitely wrap your clothes up no matter where you're going, even if it's for an overnight, or wrap them up in something so that they don't get wet. But this is it, you know, if just pack like this. I mean, it's not going to work for everybody, but if you find a way that's going to work, that would be better. This has worked for us because we are riding two up all the time. So this has been our way of packing. It's saved us a lot of room in our trips. And we've got, like I said, all these different bags. These bags here, obviously you're not going to get as much in it as you would some of these bigger bags, but for somebody riding solo, it would be a good thing here. And you can lay it down flat if you know, have that extra space, have that luggage rack. You can lay it down flat and use it like that, and pack this way, or you can stand it up and pack the same way, and you're going to get still the same amount of stuff. So it's going to benefit everybody if you just, you know, make your stuff as small as you can. You're going to get a lot more into your bags and get a lot more use out of them. Now, some of these bags come with what they call as a rain bag. You just slide it over your bag here. This will fit with this on over it. And you put this on top. This bag will cover this one so nothing gets wet in here, because this is just flimsy cloth and it's not going to protect anything. Anything you have in that's going to get wet. So if you can find something or buy a bag that's got one of these, it's great. And even if we leave here and it's sunny, we put it on because the sun's going to beat down on your bag. It's going to discolor. Then your bag looks old and faded, and it's going to make it brittle. So if you can protect it, that would be a good thing to do. And it's going to keep all your clothes nice and dry. And here's the thing, it folds up.
All of your tea bags will come with that.
Yeah, all the tea bags come with this. Now, some of the Harley bags, I'm not sure if they do or not. But this one's got a pouch right back here that this slides in. So it's not taking up any room that, you know, you're going to lose. It's not even in the way. So if you do that, I think you're going to not only save your bag, you're going to save everything that's in it, because you don't want to get anywhere with your clothes soaking wet and have to put them in the dryer. So, and let me see.
I bought that one there. I thought that one is really nice for.
Yeah, and this one too
time.
can go on top of your tour pack there. You put all your little stuff in there. You've got all your clothes in your saddlebags. Let me show you. Same thing. And I've still got room here on top to put more clothes in here. So you can fit right there. There's 2 days worth of clothes.
Yeah, I bet you'd get a third one on this. I bet you'd get a third one on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 days. And that's what I'm saying. If you just make everything as small as you can fit a lot more into the bag than you really think will go in there. So if I tried, I'm sure I could get this in there. There's 4 days, or 2 days. 2 days for you, 2 days for him in this one bag. And it's got the pockets on the side too as well that you can put stuff in. And you're done. So you're going on a weekend trip. Here's your weekend bag right here. Your rain gear goes in your saddlebag, your extra shoes go in the saddlebag, and anything else that you may need will go in the saddlebags. I would definitely, if you don't have saddlebags and all you have is a bag like this, put your rain gear on the top, because you're going to need it. Anything that you need right then and there, I would put it on the top so that you can get off the bike, grab it real quick, and you're done. You're not searching, pulling out your clothes, and they're getting wet during the process. So, this, like I said, it's worked for us. May not work for everybody, but it kind of gives you an idea of maybe different ways to try to pack your clothes and to get your stuff in there. But you can find one of these, like I said, a makeup bag, anything like that. It's going to save all of that. And granted, I'm missing another MP3 charger, 2 phone chargers, because obviously you don't want to have one and you both have the same phone. Because then it's going to be, like, you charge yours, I've got to leave mine here, or vice versa. And I know a lot of us don't like to be without our cell phones. So, buy extra chargers. It's going to save you in the long run. You don't have to worry. And all this stuff you see here stays in this bag. It never comes out. When I get home, we're unloading everything, all our clothes and stuff, I refill everything. So that the next trip that we're going on, I don't have to worry about it. I just grab the bag, so it's done, it's loaded, I know what's in there. So it would be good to do that, because then you don't have to worry about any of this. The only things that I take out of here, obviously, is my makeup remover, because I have to have that. But all this stuff stays in the bag 24/7. So it's a very good deal. Like I said, if you just, even the night before, if you know, the days, sometimes when we get home, I don't care what that bag looks like. The night before, make sure that all your stuff is filled up, that you have everything to go. I know one thing, Q-tips. 89 cents at Walmart, and you have a thing of Q-tips. When it's empty, I just grab the Q-tips from home and throw them in there. So it's very good to have all your stuff. And like I said, I have 2 boxes of contacts. Because I was actually on a trip where one of them had ripped, and it was still in my eye, and I didn't know it. Well, when I got there, I was able to just take the set out, throw them away, and I had these. I didn't have to worry about anything, because I already knew they were there. And I've got my extra cases, my extra solution, so things like that that you're going to need. Like, I have to have those, or otherwise I'm going to be walking around bumping into people I don't know. Put them in here. If you need medication, pill bottles, anything like that, anything like these will hold all your pill bottles. You know, your pills or whatever, vitamins, whatever. Make them smaller, because you're going to save yourself a lot of room. I mean, you never know how much room until you get it all out of there. And then you see, well, wow, I've got this much space, you know, I need something in there to fill it up. So, I always take, like I got this jacket here. Nice light jacket. Something that's not going to be too heavy, and it's not going to take up very much room in your bag. It would be good, because we took a trip to Arkansas on the bikes in March and got caught in a snowstorm. I didn't have a long sleeve shirt that I packed. So I had just a bunch of short sleeve shirts. The day before it was 80 and nice. That night it was snowing. We ended up having to stay down in Arkansas another night, because we got snowed in. These roll up very good. So that jacket, I just made that much smaller, and you can pack that. And it can just fit right in there. And that could be something that you would help put on the top to take up some of that room so it's not falling in. And a lot of these bags will keep their shape. They're nice and hard bags. They'll keep their shape in here. But if you start letting them, like, see how to start sagging, you don't want to do that, because then the bag's going to be messed up. You see, if you pack it full, make sure that it's full. I mean, don't pack it where it's going to bust, but pack it full enough that it's not going to sag anywhere. Then you're going to get the use out of that bag, and you know, you're going to have all your stuff in there that you need. So, any questions?